I'm your friend for the next half an hour. And so, great. So I will ask a few questions. So based on your artwork and also your passion for art and what art is and what's next.
That's a big question.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's next? Not too worried. We have all the time, but we'll keep it like under half an hour or something. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Hi, welcome to the National Critics' Choice Online News. I'm Robin Stienberg, and welcome to the Stienberg Review. Today I have this wonderful artist next to me, who's none other than Miss Tang Ling, and she has her artwork now featured here in this wonderful gallery in Singapore. It's known as Herm's Gallery. Is that right?
Chan Hampe.
Chan Hampe, that's
Galleries.
right. Chan Hampe Galleries in Singapore, and we'd like to thank Chan Hampe's Galleries for giving us this opportunity to have our wonderful guests on our show. Lena, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so
Yes.
what is it like being a solo artist for quite a while now, and what is art to you?
Okay. Okay. Art. Art is of course a kind of language. So in this case, artists use it as a way to communicate our thoughts about various issues. Maybe from issues in society or maybe what we like, or it's basically bringing our thoughts or ideas across, but in the form of art, which can come in various forms, paintings or drawings or installations or videos. So in my case, I do mainly drawings. Drawings essentially using charcoal, but I also do large-scale installation as on-site, as in the actual space itself. I draw, I create objects in the space. Since I become an artist, after graduation from school, that's since 2001. That's about almost 12 years now. I think I have no regrets. As there are ups and downs, of course. It's not easy being an artist, especially in Singapore.
Oh wow.
Even everywhere. I think as an artist, I think our main concern is always the income part. But then a lot of time it is what we really like. Okay, what people call the passion that overrides that. And a lot of times when we are really sort of down, because mainly because of financial issues. What brings us back, I think, is still that passion to create, and also the fact that since I become an artist, I find that the horizon broaden. I start to see a lot of things in life which I've not seen. I get to travel. I got this opportunity to actually travel to China, Shangri-La, for a documentary, and I got to see people in really bad conditions. And but they are but they're happy. They appreciate the wilderness and the life there. So it's I get to see things that I've not seen before, and I look at things in different perspective. I think if you have read my CV, you know that I was actually a pharmacist before I became an artist, and I think it really my scope, my perspective of things really changed. So it's a more reaching experience. But of course, as I mentioned before, there are sometimes. It's just life. There's no always smooth path. But I think the path that I've chosen has really enriched me.
Yeah. Why did you decide to use crayons and
No, it's charcoal.
Charcoal, that's right.
Yes,
Charcoal.
A lot of people always ask this. I started off with painting. I started off when I was in school. I was doing oils and acrylics, and when I was doing my degree, I was doing this drawing workshop, and then I started taking back into working with the most basic medium, drawing medium. And one of these, of course, charcoal. Of course, the other one is pencil, very fine. But I start to, when I start to go back to work with charcoal, I really fall in love with it because of its touch. I think because you have to work with your hands, and it's very tactile. And for me, it's very flexible. You can twist it. You can play to create various types of marks. And sometimes the marks you create is quite accidental because it's something that you may not expect it. Yeah. So on various surfaces, paper or even directly on wall, you can create different types of textures and marks. And of course, the other thing is the tonality, the kind of different degrees of black rays that I can produce with charcoal. And it sort of work well with the kind of atmosphere I want to create in my drawing, because in my drawings are usually more spatial space. It's about architectural space, and I want to create this illusionary space for people to imagine and enter. So it works well with that kind of with the medium.
Wouldn't that be challenging for you to find charcoal to ensure that it will meet your needs and the certain kind of shapes that you need to create from charcoal?
Sorry, again?
Wouldn't it be challenging for you to look for charcoal to create the certain shapes that you need? Because you said that charcoal has different variation of color.
No, it's not challenging. It's not. I actually work with just one willow charcoal, compressed charcoal, but only one. How do I say? I don't buy like different grades. I just have to use one, and then I control. In my working, I create that kind of different shades of green, because that can be done by varying the pressure, how you draw, and there are techniques that you can use. Yeah.
So where do you get your charcoal from? Do you have to actually buy them, or do you burn them? Or?
No, I can't do that in Singapore. I mean, in other countries they do like make their own charcoal because they have the like the tree. I got it from an art supply shop here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. The art supply shop here do sell spray drawing charcoals, but they're of course imported from Europe and all that. Yeah.
So do you hope that you're able to use some form of charcoal from Singapore anytime soon?
I don't know. Maybe I should I should go and find a supplier or maybe.
Now, about your inspiration for this wonderful artwork right behind us, what's the series called?
Okay, they are actually from, how do I say, I have actually taken reference from various places, they are basically urban spaces that I've seen in Singapore, my Manila trip, Hong Kong trip. Like the one that is behind this one here, this piece which is quite geometrical. It's actually inspired by an ant's eye view, that means from down looking up, the ceiling of a shopping mall in Hong Kong that I visited recently last year. It's called High Sun's Place, and I'm very intrigued by the shape. And so this is inspired by this piece. So it is. I hope that with my work, it sort of ties to get interested looking at the environment, and maybe see them in a different perspective. Yeah, not just it's this way, so you can see something really beautiful in the environment. Yeah, this piece here, it's actually inspired by the staircase that I saw at a museum in Manila. It's in the University of the Philippines. Vegas Museum. So I was really captivated by that scene, so I have it presented here.
Wow, so you actually very much inspired by your travels in creating your art.
As well, yeah. Travel, my walks in city spaces. Because then, like in Singapore, I walk a lot and I take photographs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I take photographs to be used. I use them as my reference. I will usually recompose them in my studio, and then I draw them. So around me. And of course, the other one that really inspired most is my living, where I live, HDB flat, public housing in Singapore. It's called HDB. So the void deck spaces, and like for example, in this exhibition, there's one piece that is actually inspired by where I lived in Sembawang, in the north. All these sort of form a lot of my composition, and in particular for this exhibition, which is about the crisis monumentality, I created this series in terms of looking at the blackness. If you notice, they are quite dark, but there is also I also erased out the light.
Is black your favorite color?
Actually, people say black is not a color. Black is all the colors. Of course, it's one of my. It's a favorite. But I'm not against colors.
Okay, but since you're using charcoal and it's black.
You can't.
It's quite sensible to me that probably black is your favorite color.
It's definitely one of them. It's very, for me, it's very classic.
So why do you say that black is not a color?
There are studies that there are how do I say? There are what do you call that? Books or the experts. Okay, the experts who say that black is not a color because it absorbs all the light, it absorbs all the colors. Technically, it's not a color. Okay, but we still refer to it as.
Is it an expression?
You're referring to in terms of my work?
Well, black itself. Is it considered as an expression and not a color?
I think for me, yes, my work is a kind of expression, and it also creates this
mystery.
Mystery, but at the same time, the contrast, contrast of light and dark. And I think in terms of art making, in my artwork, I find colors tends to distract and take away attention. So I want to just focus on the grays, the black, and the light. It's like a black and white photograph. It also has that. It is able to bring out that kind of atmosphere, the kind of atmosphere I want better.
I see.
Yes. So, but this is in terms of art, but if it's not my art, I'm okay with colors. Because a lot of people misunderstood that I don't like colors.
Now, when you first embarked as an artist for the first time, were your families and your friends who were supportive about it? Since you have, because I know that Asian families tend to have this thought that my kids have to have a degree and they got to get a great job and well paid, but you choose a path to be an artist. So were they supportive about it?
When they know about it, of course they were shocked. But later when they see that I can do well, they are supportive, especially my mother. She's very supportive. Although sometimes when the financial parts come in, she will like, why you want to get a job?
So do you believe in destiny then? Do you believe that this is your destiny?
In a way, because I've always liked art since young. I like to draw. And in a way, my mom sort of, she likes to draw with me. But it's when I was studying, it's like we follow the path that people usually take. And I'm also interested in science, biology, chemistry. So I just take the path and science and all that. And I realized that what I'm really interested in that can keep me going is really making art.
So you believe that art was influenced because of by your parents, especially your mother that you said, and probably genetics. Is that correct?
No, maybe. Um, from my mom, it's not directly. I think it's unconscious. In my, especially my mom's side, no one actually does art.
Influence.
Yeah, does art. I mean, as a living in my family, but I think they are creative in terms of making things and drawing. So indirectly, it sort of inspire me maybe consciously. And I think you need to put in a lot of hard work. It's not just genetics. I think it's not just talent. I think you really have to put in a lot of hard work, and especially now in contemporary art, there's a lot of thinking as well. A lot of thinking. Yeah.
Now, what is contemporary art for you today? And what does it take to succeed in the contemporary art world?
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm still struggling in a sense.
You did.
I mean, I think that's the fun of it. Then it keeps you going. In contemporary art, I see it as how artists look at issues today, issues around them, and as I mentioned earlier, you communicate your thoughts about these issues in whatever medium you have. Whether you're doing video or installation or just painting, you sort of bringing your views instead of it's just like instead of a writer who writes, you are actually using an art to communicate, to convey your thoughts, and in a way maybe you can allow you make your audience be more aware of these issues or be more sensitive to things around them. And contemporary art is also a lot of I think there's also it's more, how do you say, it really makes you, I feel that it makes you think a lot as well. Some are quite, some of the form are conceptual. Yeah, so it's because contemporary art can be just text. Yeah. So and it's really wide ranging. And I think the challenge here, I mean, as an artist, contemporary art world, the challenge is not just about making art, but how do you, if you're talking about earning a living, then that's also that part of marketing, being in this art world and art market.
Now, what inspired you to choose this wonderful gallery to showcase your work, and why this gallery? Because I find that this gallery has wonderful lighting.
Its locality is also very good, being in the center and very near our Bras Basah Bugis art district. I've never worked with them, so when this opportunity to show comes, I thought, it's a good chance. And the other two artists, Bak Chang and Chan Hampe, worked with them. And when we thought of coming together to do this 3-person show, when we were looking for venue, this became a choice because the two are familiar with the gallery. And the galleries are supportive of local artists, very supportive of Singaporean artists. So it's really very honoured to be with them.
Very nice. Nina, tell us what would be the 3 takeaways in life that you have come so far being an artist? What is the 3 keys to success in the making of a great artist like yourself today?
I think perseverance. that always keep going, exploring, and researching. Because a lot of people thought art is big, you just put a blob of paint, on the canvas. No, we have to go through a lot of research as well, thinking and exploration, trying out, experimenting. So if you don't keep doing it, you don't persevere, you just get lost. Perseverance, I think a lot. The other one will be having a positive attitude. Especially the past 2-3 years, I feel being positive is very important. It's also one way to keep you going. And what else? Perseverance, positivity, and
in a way.
I think also, I don't know whether this is to share. How is there a word to describe how the willingness to share with people?
Oh, okay. Collaborate, is that
yeah,
right?
collaborate and sharing. And, because you can't be your own world. Yeah, even though I have my own artists, I work alone usually. But sometimes, especially in contemporary art, we do collaborate. Not just in making work, but also in terms of sharing with the audience. You must have willingness to share with people and among your fellow artists, among the audience. Because besides making art, for example, besides making art, I sometimes curate. So when I work with artists, I find it's a way to share ideas, share thoughts with each other, and then we come up with a project and a group show, and it's a way to somehow create a dialogue and learn about the world around.
Wonderful. Now, before we let you go, was there a mentor in your life that has actually been a real influence to your work? Or there wasn't any, it was just your own inspiration?
No, I have a lot because I have my own, my lecturers from art school, so I was studying in LaSalle. They are, okay, maybe I mention two, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, of course one is a lecturer in LaSalle. During the study time, he has encouraged me and also give me a lot of ideas, make me think in different manner, not as in just one way, but maybe you can think about this, maybe you can see this reference. He's also a painter. He's a painter himself, so he's able to provide a kind of advice in terms of art making. The other one is I can say is my best friend, also a big artist now in a sense. He has always given me advice in terms of, in a way he scold me, you alert, how do you say, put me to my senses as, you're not supposed to always think so rigidly. Maybe you can explore this, and he also shared with me readings, academic readings and things that relate maybe to the issues that I'm looking at. So I think,
So what's next for you after this?
I think my immediate project is a curatorial project. It's happening in September this year. And,
Will it be here in Singapore again?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I hope it will be the same gallery.
It will be another gallery.
Okay.
At Gilman's Barracks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a group show.
I will look forward to that. And before we really let you go, what are the three key issues that you see that concerns the artist today when you look around? You said that earlier that you deal with issues, and whatever you see and observe, and then it reflects on your art as well. So what would be the three key issues that you see?
What issues in your work? What are general
in the world today? And,
world or Singapore?
Well, in the world and Singapore. Well, if you could blend them together.
There are a lot of things issues that artists are exploring today.
Okay.
I think maybe if you want to list three.
Yeah, three for Singapore and three for the world.
Oh wow! I think
would that be
maybe
okay?
Something that is more universal.
Okay.
I think we are always concerned with identity.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people around a lot of artists are looking at issues of identity, especially if you are living in how do I say? In Singapore, especially, we are still searching for
the identity.
And how are we going to present our identity to the world? And is it always in the form of a kid or sarong kebaya? So things like that. These are just more superficial examples, but we do look back. We want to look back and look at who we really are. This identity. I think artists living in a city, especially Singapore, a lot of us are also exploring issues of urbanity. Yeah, Singapore, there are a lot of artists who should actually look at that. what does it mean to live in a city where costs may be rising, where we find housing so expensive, or how we use materials, like, is there a long ways around how consumerism, so the urban devolution. Maybe the third one is artists who deals with more the other side, more not really directly issues concerning the society, but issues that looks in the art itself, like formal elements, colors, like more formal in terms of art, like abstract, for example, abstract art, and looking at colors, shapes, and so that's.
Would you be producing an artwork on human rights as well?
Wow. No. Well, I don't know. At this moment,
you never know.
Yes,
You
we'll never
know.
know, because I think our work progress and the situation affects.
Well, thank you, Lena, for joining us. And folks, thank you for joining me here at the
Thank
National
you
Critics'
for
Choice the Stienberg Review. I'm Robin Stienberg, and do visit the gallery right here, and that is where Chan
Hampe Galleries
Chan
at
Hampe
Raffles
Gallery.
Hotel Arcade.
That's right. And also, if you want to get in touch with her on her website, do you have a website, by the way, or
It's a blog. It's at www.activatedcstudio.blogspot.com.
There you go. So you have the contact, and please join us again in the next episode on the Stienberg Review. Once again, have a good weekend ahead. Thanks.
It's clear enough.
Yes. Oh, thank God.